James Dorsey. He's an international relations professor at Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. James, as always, thank you for your time. Now, no one has claimed responsibility. Tehran says it's Israel that's behind this killing. Whoever did murder him, what would the motive be behind this attack?
Well, presumably there are going to be multiple motives. So obviously this was an attack that wasn't just planned yesterday. It was in the works for quite a significant period of time. There had to be surveillance, there had to be assets in place, and so forth. I think the timing is related, one, to obviously the fact that the era of Donald Trump is ending, and whoever did this and their allies, presumably the Israelis and the Saudis, would like to send a message to the Biden administration as it potentially changes course on policy towards Iran. What it also does, it embarrasses the government in Tehran. This is the second killing by foreign agents in Iran in the last several weeks. And it's not clear how much of a protection Mohsen Fakhrizadeh had. For example, it doesn't seem to be that he was in an armored vehicle. So this is going to reflect badly on the regime and may put pressure on the government to respond simply because it was caught, in a sense, from out of left flank.
James, you say that this may send a message to the next U.S. presidential administration. Obviously, that would be Joe Biden. What is the message that it would send?
Well, I think the message is twofold. One, that whatever happens, and the Saudis have actually said this publicly, that if there is going to be a renegotiation, they want an equal seat at the table. Presumably, if that were to happen, the Israelis would want an equal seat at the table. But preferably, both the Israelis and the Saudis are going to want a continuation of a hard line towards Iran. Now, you've got a U.S. president, and we'll have to wait and see what happens in the Georgia by-elections, who controls the Senate. But if you have a Joe Biden as president who does not control the Senate, there are going to be a lot of compromises he has to make, particularly given the domestic policy agenda that is his most important priority.
And James, just very quickly, Iran says that it will avenge the death of Mohsen Fakhrizadeh. What are they likely to do?
Well, let's see if they do anything. First of all, I think that we need to know who actually carried this out. And by who, I mean, one, who was responsible, who ordered it, but who physically carried it out. In past assassinations, the allegation was that there was an Iranian exile group involved. Iran could respond or retaliate against the exile group without necessarily severely exacerbating the situation. I think it will be much more cautious in terms of retaliating either against Israel, the Gulf, or the United States in advance of the coming to office of Joe Biden.
We'll leave it there for now. James Dorsey, thanks so much for your analysis live to us there from Singapore.